very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The 30. 10. 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Odell Beckham, 94 yards. And the Packers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 8 under pressure, and they got to him again. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. The kick by Crosby is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. 59 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll roll him out right. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact. But he couldn't hang on. 4th down. Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5. How about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 7-yard gain.
All this guy's doing watching my stream, bro. Okay,
so another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins, middle of the field to Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another top 5 season in rushing for Cook last year. His 3rd straight over 1,100 yards, and his 3rd straight ending with a Pro Bowl selection. This season can see a couple more milestones for him. He will cross 5,000.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Doubs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Steps away. Oh, going for Jefferson down.
How does he not have to punt? Yo, what?
Field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the the final
Bro
minute
deleted
of the
it, then I
first
would have
half.
won.
Joseph on for the extra point.
You fucked my game up, bro.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll find DeGuara complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 22. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll find Jones again.
Oh my God, and broke.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And they try to get the spike off, but
I did.
it's not in time.
I got it off.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
An inside give to Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Rolling to his right. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown! Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And
Drop
it's
it.
incomplete. They
What a
cannot
loser.
convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
We're shouldn't have ran run from it, to be honest.
Down to about the 22 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Jones again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
First down, here's Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Play fake, Cousins. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw.
Bro, like what?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him, so they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Cousins.
No way he had that.
Incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not gonna get.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 65 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been in prison. No more remorse, no cases been. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I work for plan now. Can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. It's the paper power pastor, burning rubber faster than a call NASCAR. My solo, no sir, I am not a passer. I will not be after any of you people blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work the plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money. Get some money, get some money, get some money, get some money,
Bring it in. Cats.